5 in 5 is a segment I'm experimenting with that explores tips, equipment reviews, and other miscellaneous items that are too short for an episode of their own. I'll try to keep the videos around 5 minutes, spending 1 minute on each of 5 topics. Every rider has tips and tricks that they use to improve their riding experience. Here are 5 quick ideas I've had or that I've adopted from friends in order to make my ride days easier and less stressful. Before rides, turn off Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on your phone. It's better to have battery life than it is to have reminders pop up on your Garmin, and your phone doesn't need to have either of them to record a good GPS ride. Also, you'll have more battery life left if you want to take pictures or in case of an emergency. Letting your phone look for Wi-Fi hotspots can drain your phone's battery a lot faster than just turning it off. While that's a tiny bit of power usage, I find it more helpful in terms of distraction. My phone loves sending me notifications on my devices. Although I could turn these notifications off in my device settings, this is the best way to turn them off quickly and easily. Remember, on newer iPhone models, simply using Control Center, the little top-down swipe screen in the iOS, to deactivate these technologies isn't the best solution. It merely deactivates them for a short while, and they may reactivate when the phone decides that you need them again. To turn them off for real, go to the Settings app and turn them off using those controls. I've forgotten my helmet on occasion. It's a horrible thing to think that I could miss out on a ride because of my own absent-mindedness. I drove all the way out here and I forgot my helmet. I don't know why I didn't bring my helmet. Oh my god, that's so stupid. If you're near a local bike shop or you know that you'll pass one on the way to your ride, they may have a collection of demo helmets that they use for test rides. But I went right across the street to Summit Bikes and they loaned me one. Those guys are awesome! So now I have a helmet. I'm gonna go on a ride. Oh my god, I'm so happy. They usually don't have a problem with loaning them out for a while, as it builds reputation with the community. If they refuse, well, it's a decent barometer to find those not-so-great shops that we all don't want to admit exist. Let's give this helmet back. If I can, I always pay the shop back for the favor after my ride by giving them a bit of business, like buying an energy bar or a spare tube, or maybe a derailleur cable. You guys are great. Thanks very much for your help. Most cars have a storage hatch or a tool area in the back where one might find a lug wrench or a jack. Add basic necessities to this handy storage spot like toilet paper, a flashlight, some tape, zip ties, a few rolled up trash bags, and a first aid kit. You never know when you'll need them in a pinch, and they'll always be there. I try to keep these items bundled together so that they don't get in the way of other things that I need to do with my tools. A large Ziploc bag works really well, and it keeps the moisture out. Put together a bike bin. It's a plastic tub that contains ride day items and it's easy to toss in your vehicle when you leave the house. It's a solid way to have stuff in hand just in case you'll need it, and you'll forget fewer things when you leave. My bike bin contains my platforms, seat covers, elbow and knee pads, a small box of tools, spare tubes, spare tires, a lock and cables, and a couple of bottles of water. Be sure you only put dry items in the bin. Wet stuff can get stinky and nasty pretty fast. That's good and dry. All packed up. I usually store my pads, helmet, and hydration pack on top of the bin between rides. It helps to have a spare change of clothes to jump into after a ride. I normally use neoprene seat covers to protect my seats after an especially muddy or wet ride. They work great and eliminate a lot of cleanup. Using regular towels tend to slip down the seats and end up making a big mess. If that's impractical, and if you don't want to spend money on those neoprene covers, just build your own. Old beach towels work best as seat covers if you're willing to fold the tops over and make a pocket and stitch or tape them together. A little tape, a little more tape, and a little pocket so that I can put them on the seat. They slide onto the headrest and they keep themselves in place. In a pinch, a rubber band can hold the top tight for a while. Super fashionable.